Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 4 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection. So don't skip this video, let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The Australia $1 1995 coin stands as a shining emblem of Australia's national identity, natural heritage, and numismatic evolution, combining modern minting precision with a design that celebrates the country's unique wildlife and the spirit of unity that defines the Australian Commonwealth. Introduced in 1984, the Australian $1 coin replaced the $1 banknote, ushering in a new era of durable, metal-based currency more suited to the nation's expanding economy and rugged conditions. The 1995 issue continued this proud tradition, being struck by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, a world-class minting facility established in 1965 to produce all of Australia's circulating coins and commemoratives with exceptional quality and artistry. The coin is composed of aluminum bronze, 92% copper, 6% aluminum and 2% nickel, giving it a distinctive golden hue that gleams warmly in sunlight. L symbolizing prosperity and endurance. T weighs 9.00 grams, measures 25 millimeters in diameter, and features a milled edge, designed for easy identification and tactile differentiation from other denominations. On its obverse, front side, the coin bears the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II rendered with royal dignity and precision. The 1995 version features the third official portrait, designed by sculptor Raphael Maklauf, whose work depicts the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, adorned with jewels and intricate detailing that represents continuity, authority, and grace. Surrounding her image are the inscriptions Elizabeth II and Australia 1995, harmoniously arranged to balance elegance with clarity. This design reflects Australia's constitutional monarchy, in which the Queen remains the symbolic head of state, linking the Commonwealth nations through shared history, governance, and respect for tradition. The portrait of Elizabeth II has evolved over decades, but the 1995 depiction, with its refined realism and regal bearing, became one of the most recognizable faces on Australian coinage, admired for its combination of classical beauty and national pride. The reverse backside of the coin, designed by Stuart Devlin, master craftsman and goldsmith to Her Majesty the Queen, showcases one of the most beloved and instantly recognizable images in Australian numismatics: 5 bounding kangaroos in motion. This design captures the essence of Australia's wildlife, vitality, and spirit of freedom. The kangaroo, an enduring national symbol, represents progress and resilience. It is a creature that can only move forward, never backward, symbolizing a nation always advancing toward a brighter future. Devlin's composition, though deceptively simple, is rich with movement and energy, with each kangaroo uniquely posed, suggesting both individual strength and collective momentum. The depiction reflects the diversity of Australia's landscapes, from open plains to arid deserts, where kangaroos thrive as living symbols of adaptability and endurance. The bold engraving also serves a practical purpose. Its raised details make the coin durable against wear, ensuring that even decades after minting, the design remains crisp and easily identifiable. The Royal Australian Mint employed advanced technology in producing the 1995 $1 coin, using precision striking techniques that maintain exact standards of weight composition and alignment. Millions of these coins were issued for everyday circulation, ensuring that nearly every Australian household handled this design, making it a shared piece of national identity. Additionally, a limited number of proof and mint set versions were produced for collectors, showcasing mirror-like fields and frosted designs that reveal the full artistry of Devlin's kangaroos and Maklauf's regal portrait. From a historical perspective, the 1995 issue is significant because it emerged during a decade of renewed Australian self-awareness, a time when discussions about national symbols, identity, and the possibility of becoming a republic were gaining momentum. The coin, bearing both the monarch's portrait and the native kangaroo design, perfectly encapsulates the balance between Australia's British heritage and its independent national character. It is both a reminder of continuity and a celebration of uniqueness, bridging past and future in the palm of one's hand. Economically, the $1 coin played a critical role in Australia's transition from paper to coin-based low denominations, proving more durable and cost-effective in long-term circulation. By 1995, it had already become a mainstay of everyday commerce, used in shops, markets, and vending machines across the nation, and was readily accepted as an enduring standard of value. The aluminum-bronze alloy used in the coin is particularly resistant to corrosion, a necessary feature in a country known for its coastal climates and diverse environmental conditions, from the humid tropics of Queensland to the dry outback of Western Australia. Culturally, the 1995 $1 coin is not merely currency, It is a miniature ambassador of Australia's identity. The kangaroo design connects to Aboriginal heritage and storytelling traditions, where the kangaroo has long been a totemic figure symbolizing fertility, mobility, and life. At the same time, the Queen's portrait on the obverse underscores Australia's place within the global Commonwealth, united through history yet distinctly its own nation. The coin thus becomes a dialogue between ancient land and modern governance, between the timeless rhythms of nature and the enduring symbols of statehood. For numismatists and collectors, the 1995 $1 coin holds enduring appeal. Although it was produced in large quantities for circulation, specimens in uncirculated or proof condition are highly prized, especially those preserved in their original mint packaging. The year 1995 also saw variations in coin sets and special releases, adding layers of collectible interest. Some examples exhibit slight differences in die characteristics, striking sharpness, or toning details that fascinate serious collectors and historians alike. Over the decades, the Australia $1 1995 coin has come to represent far more than its monetary value. It embodies a period of confidence and stability in Australia's modern history, symbolizing a nation proud of its past and optimistic about its future. It serves as a tangible link between people and their land, from urban centers to remote communities. The same golden coin has passed through countless hands, silently connecting lives through commerce and culture. Top 2. The Australia $1 1985 coin stands as one of the early and most historically significant issues of the nation's golden dollar coinage, marking the second year of full production after the denomination was first introduced in 1984 to replace the paper $1 note, struck by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. This 1985 issue captures not only the craftsmanship of modern minting but also the enduring spirit of Australia's identity, its wildlife independence, and progress as a proud member of the Commonwealth. The coin is made from aluminum bronze, a resilient alloy composed of 92% copper, 6% aluminum, and 2% nickel, giving it the brilliant golden color that has since become instantly recognizable in Australian currency. With a weight of 9.00 grams, a diameter of 25 millimeters, and a milled edge, the coin specifications were carefully designed to balance practicality and durability, ensuring longevity in circulation across the diverse climates of Australia, from the humid tropics of Queensland to the arid deserts of the outback. The obverse side features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the acclaimed British sculptor Arnold McKim. This portrait, used on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984 for some denominations and 1985 for the $1 coin, depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a jewel of great historical and sentimental importance within the royal collection. The elegant simplicity of McKim's design, combined with the smooth, detailed lines of the engraving, conveys both dignity and approachability, qualities that reflected the Queen's role as the constitutional monarch of Australia. Around the portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II and Australia 1985, elegantly framing her image and marking the year of minting. This side of the coin reminds citizens of Australia's constitutional heritage, representing continuity, unity, and shared history within the Commonwealth of Nations. Reverse side, designed by Stuart Devlin, who served as the official goldsmith and jeweler to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, features one of the most celebrated designs in Australian numismatic history, the 5 bounding kangaroos. This image captures the essence of Australia's natural spirit and resilience, symbolizing energy, forward movement, and the boundless landscapes of the continent. Each kangaroo in Devlin's design is uniquely posed, showing movement and vitality, as though leaping across the wide open plains of Australia. The choice of the kangaroo was no accident. It is one of the most iconic animals associated with Australia, appearing on the national coat of arms and symbolizing progress. As kangaroos cannot move backward, an inspiring metaphor for a nation that continually moves forward toward progress, growth, and innovation. Devlin's artistic genius lay in transforming a simple depiction of wildlife into a national emblem of unity and motion, one that could be understood instantly by anyone who held the coin in their hand, whether in Sydney, Perth, or a small rural town. The year 1985 itself holds special importance for collectors and historians alike. Although the coin followed the 1984 inaugural release, the 1985 $1 coin was not widely circulated and was primarily issued for mint sets rather than everyday use, making it one of the lower mintage years in the early series and therefore highly sought after by numismatists today. Its relative scarcity in circulation adds to its appeal and historical value. The Royal Australian Mint, located in Canberra, ensured precision and consistency in its striking process. Using cutting-edge machinery and quality control methods that have earned it global respect, each coin produced at the Mint carries the hallmark of Australian engineering excellence: clear, well-defined imagery, and balanced metallic composition that ensures both visual beauty and physical resilience. From a historical standpoint, the introduction of the $1 coin in 1984 and its continuation in 1985 represented a major shift in Australia's currency system. The transition from paper banknotes to durable metal coins was driven by economic necessity. Paper notes wore out quickly, particularly in Australia's often harsh climate, while coins could last decades with minimal degradation. The switch reflected a growing confidence in the nation's economy and modernization of its currency infrastructure, aligning with similar transitions happening in other Commonwealth countries. The 1985 $1 coin, as part of this change, became a tangible symbol of Australia's economic maturity and technological advancement. The design symbolism of the coin carries profound cultural weight. The kangaroo motif celebrates Australia's connection to the land and its indigenous heritage, where the kangaroo features prominently in traditional stories and as a totemic animal representing endurance, fertility, and motion. The use of an animal unique to the continent as a national symbol also underscored the country's distinct identity, separate from its British roots, even as the coin continued to bear the monarch's portrait. In this way, the coin represents the dual identity of Australia in the late 20th century, proud of its heritage, yet confidently asserting its independence and individuality on the world stage. Top 3. The Australia $1 1984 coin holds a place of immense importance in the history of Australian currency, as it marks the very first year that the $1 coin was issued and introduced into general circulation, replacing the paper $1 note that had been in use since 1966. This transition was a monumental moment in Australian numismatic history, representing both technological advancement and the nation's maturing economic identity. The 1984 Australian $1 coin was minted by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, which had been established in 1965 to produce all of the country's circulating coinage with precision, consistency, and artistic excellence. The coin is composed of aluminum bronze, a distinctive golden alloy made up of 92% copper, 6% aluminum, and 2% nickel, chosen for its durability, resistance to corrosion, and its rich, lustrous color that evokes the sunlit hues of Australia's vast landscape. T has a weight of 9.00 grams, a diameter of 25 millimeters, and a milled edge, giving it a textured feel and easy recognition among the other denominations. The obverse, front side, of the 1984 $1 coin features the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, one of the most respected sculptors in British and Commonwealth numismatic history. And this elegant and dignified portrayal, the Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her favorite and most historically significant royal adornments. This tiara, originally a wedding gift from Queen Mary, connects the design to the deep lineage of the British monarchy, symbolizing tradition, continuity, and grace. The portrait is surrounded by the inscriptions Elizabeth II and Australia 1984, encircling the monarch's likeness with a formal balance that conveys authority yet simplicity. The inclusion of the Queen's portrait reflects Australia's status as a constitutional monarchy, affirming the nation's shared heritage with the British Crown, while simultaneously asserting its sovereignty and independence through its distinct national imagery on the reverse side. The reverse, backside, of the coin is perhaps one of the most celebrated and recognizable designs in all of Australian coinage, a masterwork by Stuart Devlin, who served as goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen. His design features 5 bounding kangaroos, rendered with fluidity and dynamism, capturing the spirit of motion and vitality that defines Australia's natural world. Each kangaroo is uniquely positioned, giving the composition a sense of rhythm and life, as though they are leaping across the golden plains of the outback under the wide southern sky. The kangaroo, of course, is more than an animal to Australians. It is a national emblem that embodies endurance, independence, and forward progress. It appears on the Australian coat of arms alongside the emu, and both creatures were chosen because they cannot move backward easily, symbolizing a nation that always moves forward. Devlin's design perfectly encapsulates this philosophy. It is modern, bold, and timeless, reflecting both Australia's unique wildlife and its irrepressible optimism as a young, growing country. When the 1984 $1 coin was first introduced on May 14, 1984, it replaced the green-colored paper $1 note, which had become increasingly costly to produce and prone to wear and tear. The introduction of a metal coin was seen as an economically sound decision, as coins last far longer in circulation, often decades, whereas paper notes wear out in just a few years. The public warmly embraced the change, particularly because the new golden coin was distinct in color, weight, and design from all previous Australian denominations. Its tactile feel and brilliant shine made it stand out, and it quickly became a familiar part of everyday transactions, a small, tangible link between Australians across vast distances, from bustling city centres to remote rural communities. From a historical and cultural standpoint, the 1984 issue marked a turning point in Australian currency evolution. It symbolized not only modernization but also national pride. The kangaroo design was chosen deliberately to highlight an image that was entirely Australian, a symbol that was immediately recognizable across the world, distinct from the British imagery that had long influenced earlier coinage. The fact that the design was created by an Australian artist further reinforced the sense of ownership and identity. For many Australians, holding the coin was like holding a miniature piece of their homeland, golden as the desert sands, strong as the outback spirit, and as enduring as the people who called the continent home. The Royal Australian Mint ensured that the new $1 coin was produced to the highest technical standards. Using advanced machinery, dyes, and striking techniques, each coin was made with remarkable precision, ensuring uniformity and beauty in every strike. The 1984 $1 coin was issued in large quantities to meet immediate demand, and over the years, it has remained one of the most common and durable circulating coins in the country. However, special proof versions and uncirculated collector sets were also struck for numismatists, featuring mirror-like fields and sharply detailed reliefs that highlight the fine artistry of both Devlin's and McKinn's designs. These sets, often preserved in presentation cases, are now highly sought after by collectors worldwide, especially because they mark the first year of issue, a key milestone in Australian coinage history. Beyond its technical and artistic merit, the 1984 $1 coin carries a deep symbolic legacy. It represents a new chapter in the story of Australia's independence, confidence, and creativity. It was introduced during a period of national growth and modernization, when Australia was increasingly asserting its own cultural and economic identity on the world stage. The coin's dual imagery, the Queen on one side and the kangaroos on the other, perfectly reflects this duality: respect for heritage and tradition on one hand, and pride in national distinctiveness and progress on the other. For numismatists, the 1984 $1 coin is more than just the first in its series, it is a landmark issue. Collectors value it not only for its historical first year of issue status but also for the artistic mastery it represents over time. The coin's surfaces may tone into deeper shades of gold or bronze, enhancing its beauty and individuality. Uncirculated specimens remain bright and gleaming, while circulated examples carry the marks of everyday Australian life, perhaps exchanged at a corner store, dropped into a parking meter, or passed along in change at a market. Each coin thus tells its own silent story, a small witness to the daily rhythm of a nation. Economically, the introduction of the $1 coin helped strengthen Australia's monetary infrastructure, aligning it with global trends toward coin-based low denominations. Its success led to the later introduction of other circulating commemorative $1 coins, which became a hallmark of Australian coinage and a beloved tradition among collectors and the public alike. Ultimately, the Australia $1 1984 coin is far more than a piece of currency. It is a symbol of Australian ingenuity, identity, and evolution. Its golden glow captures the warmth of the continent's sun, its design celebrates the vibrancy of its land and creatures, and its presence in the hands of millions of people represents the unity of a diverse nation bound by shared purpose. Top 4. The Australia $1 1998 coin stands as a fascinating representation of modern Australian coinage, a continuation of the proud legacy first established in 1984 when the $1 denomination was introduced. Minted by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the 1998 issue represents not only the economic stability of Australia during the late 1990s, but also the ongoing artistic and cultural expression that had become a defining feature of Australian coins. BY 1998. The $1 coin had firmly taken root as a staple of daily life across the nation, used in millions of transactions, exchanged in bustling markets, slipped into vending machines, and cherished by collectors who admired its iconic design and enduring craftsmanship. This particular year's coin followed the same essential specifications established since the first release: a weight of 9.00 grams, a diameter of 25 millimeters, a thickness of 2.8 millimeters, and a composition of 92% copper, 6% aluminum, and 2% nickel, producing the familiar golden hue that Australians immediately associate with their $1 denomination. The edge is milled, ensuring both a distinctive tactile feel and security against counterfeiting. Metallic composition was chosen to withstand Australia's varied climates, from the coastal humidity of Sydney to the dry heat of the outback. On the obverse side of the 1998 $1 coin, the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II remains a defining feature. By 1998, this portrait was the work of Raphael Maklauf, a British sculptor whose rendition of the Queen had first appeared on Australian coins in 1985 and continued through 1998 before being replaced in 1999. Maklauf's design presented the Queen with a stately and idealized profile, wearing the George IV state diadem. An ornate diamond crown originally crafted for the coronation of King George IV in 1821 and later worn by Elizabeth II for the state opening of Parliament. Unlike earlier portrayals that emphasized realism, Maklauf's design aimed to show the Queen in a timeless, almost divine dignity, an image of continuity and stability that had come to symbolize the enduring strength of the Commonwealth. Around the portrait appear the inscriptions Elizabeth II and Australia 1998, engraved in refined capital letters. Elegantly balancing the design with regal authority, this portrait, with its polished curves and classical symmetry, reflected the pride of a nation that valued both its royal heritage and its own evolving independence. Turning to the reverse side, the 1998 coin continued the legendary 5 Kangaroos design created by Stuart Devlin, the acclaimed Australian goldsmith and artist who also designed the nation's decimal coinage introduced in 1966. Devlin's artistry captured the essence of Australia through 5 bounding kangaroos, a dynamic composition filled with energy, rhythm, and national symbolism. The kangaroo, as the most iconic Australian animal, represents endurance, movement, and progress. Its inclusion on the $1 coin was not merely aesthetic, it carried deep cultural resonance. The kangaroo is featured on the Australian coat of arms alongside the emu, both chosen because they cannot move backward easily, as symbolic reflection of Australia's forward-thinking spirit and unyielding optimism. Devlin's 1984 design was so admired and culturally ingrained that it remained unchanged for decades, including on the 1998 issue, serving as a unifying emblem across generations. Each leaping kangaroo is depicted in perfect motion, surrounded by the inscription $1, its golden brilliance glowing under light, evoking the endless plains and golden deserts of the Australian interior. The 1998 minting itself occurred during a time of economic modernization and cultural confidence in Australia. The late 1990s were years of technological innovation, globalization, and preparation for the upcoming Sydney 2000 Olympic Games, an event that would soon place Australia in the global spotlight. The Royal Australian Mint was already experimenting with advanced minting techniques, improved die polishing, and computer-assisted design processes. Although the 1998 $1 coin retained the standard kangaroo motif, it reflected the Mint's exceptional commitment to maintaining consistent quality and precision even for mass-circulated coins. Millions of coins were struck in Canberra using state-of-the-art machinery, ensuring uniform detail and durability. Additionally, collector sets, including uncirculated and proof versions, were issued for numismatists. These proof coins, struck multiple times on polished blanks, featured deeply mirrored fields and frosted reliefs, an exquisite version of the familiar design that captures every hairline and texture of the kangaroo motif. While the 1998 issue was a standard circulation coin, it is significant for several historical reasons. It was among the final years featuring Raphael Maklauf's effigy before the transition to the Ian Rank Broadley portrait in 1999, which offered a more realistic, mature depiction of Queen Elizabeth II. Therefore, collectors often see the 1998 $1 coin as the closing chapter of an artistic era, the end of the Maklauf series that had graced Australian coins for nearly 15 years. This makes it not only a functional coin but also a historical marker within numismatic art. Furthermore, as circulation coins naturally wear over time, high-grade 1998 examples preserved in pristine condition have become increasingly valued among collectors for their aesthetic perfection and connection to this transitional period. Culturally, the $1 coin in 1998 continued to be a strong symbol of Australian identity. It was a coin that united every class and region of the country, from urban workers to rural farmers, from schoolchildren collecting pocket change to tourists discovering Australia's natural beauty. Its kangaroo design served as a silent ambassador of Australian culture, instantly recognizable worldwide. When travelers carried the coin abroad, it represented not just currency, but the essence of the continent, the vast land, the unique wildlife, and the unbreakable national character. The golden coin's shine reflected the sunlight of the Southern Hemisphere, its imagery a reminder of a nation proud of its independence yet respectful of its heritage. From a numismatic viewpoint, the 1998 Australian $1 coin holds importance in the broader historical sequence of modern Australian coinage. Though not particularly rare in circulation, it remains a significant collectible because of its connection to the final years of the Maklauf effigy and the pre-millennium era of Australian minting. The Royal Australian Mint's dedication to excellence ensured that even ordinary coins bore artistic merit and technical perfection. Every contour of the Queen's portrait, every curve of the kangaroo design, every raised letter on its surface was executed with exacting detail, a tribute to both artistic vision and engineering mastery. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.